There have been a lot of leaks lately. I don't know where they're coming from. I would never have any of the leaks. I've never seen an iPhone. Never seen an iPhone. See? Look, there's nothing in my hands. I don't know what a leak is, but we could talk about news in the video. Let's talk about news. Hey, you seem like somebody that likes Apple news, so what are you waiting on? Drop a like down below if you're excited for the video, and of course hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you always get notified whenever I upload. What is up, guys? It's Sam here, back with another video. Can I let my arms down? No? I can't let my arms? Well, I have to do the whole video like this? Wow, my arms are actually tired because I did arm day today. As always, we have a lot to talk about today. Lots of iPhone stuff, some stuff for the Apple Watch. Let's start there because, you know, the Apple Watch up until this point, it's been a little bit like... which means that it's been a little bit back and forth. We hear features coming, we hear it's not coming. We hear features coming, we hear it's not coming. And now this is the second time that we've heard there is going to be a big new health feature. So we heard a few weeks ago in a report that the Apple Watch Series 8 would be getting a body temperature sensor. And now we've heard that followed up again in a fresh report from Guo Min-chi, who tweeted about it recently. And there's a couple really interesting things in this. Number one, the body temperature sensor was supposed to come to the Apple Watch Series 7 last year. Which, looking at the Apple Watch Series 7, makes so much sense considering that the only thing it got was a bigger screen, right? I mean, maybe there's something minor, but I don't even remember it. The bigger screen's great, but that's it. That's the upgrade. It was supposed to have something bigger, but it got delayed until this year. The reason for the delay? Well, according to Guo, it's because it's not as simple as you'd think to put a body temperature sensor on the watch, because your skin totally changes temperatures depending on the weather and, of course, whether the sun is hitting it or not, and that requires an additional algorithm to really give you the real temperature. God, after hearing this rumor, I feel like such an idiot, because for months I've been like,
come on, Apple, what? It's hard to put thermometer on watch? You can't put a little thermometer in watch? Watch only this big, thermometer this big, stuff it in, give me watch, thermometer, you have a hard time, you big engineer?
And it's like, dude, it's not that easy, and I feel like a lot of times I build these things up to be really simplistic and easy, and there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. So this is good though, that two people now that have a lot of credibility have said temperature on the Series 8, and that sounds amazing. You know what else is amazing? 1Password, who sponsored today's video. Now, you guys know 1Password, you've heard of them before. They're the best password manager out there. Not only was 1Password like the first real company to believe in me and sponsor my videos, which to this day holds a special place in my heart, I've seen the software change and develop over time and how it just keeps getting better. Like today, 1Password 8 for Mac just launched, which is the biggest update ever, and literally you guys aren't gonna believe how this new feature called Universal Autofill works. You press Command/ and can now enter your passwords anywhere on your computer, of course on websites, but also in new places like system prompts where it requires you to type things in. And by the way, this happens instantly and automatically when you press Command/. It just inputs everything and takes you where you want to go. And that's on top of a redesign that is the fastest version ever, on top of an updated watchtower that checks to see if your passwords have been compromised, and on top of a password sharing tool. And I pulled some strings, guys, just for you guys, 25% off your first year of 1Password for families. I could not live without 1Password, and you guys shouldn't either. Check it out, link is down below. Okay, it is time to move on to the iPhone news, of which there has been a lot, by the way. Like, if you have not been paying attention to iPhone leaks up until this point, now's the time to start paying attention, because we've gotten the biggest leaks all year in the past couple of days. So let me run you guys through everything here. Let's start with the leak from Makatakara, in which they shared their infamous hands-on video of some 3D printed molds. Now in the video, they don't necessarily show us anything new, but it gives us a good look at the rough shape and feel. And of course, again, that there isn't a mini model, that is not going to be coming, that it's going to be two regular 6.1 inches, two max size 6.7 inches, and it's cool to just see how everything looks. Also, if you're wondering why the Pro iPhones don't have any notch whatsoever and it looks like a truly all-screen design, don't get too excited. They just for some reason didn't print that part. That is still happening, as you'll see in the next leak, but I know, when I saw this, I was like, oh, what is happening this year? We're gonna finally get the true no notch.
So I'd like to take a moment to briefly address this question. No. Of course not.
At this point, the pill and the whole design is 100% happening, and you're like,
Well, Sam, well, that's pretty crazy, man. How would you say that we know for sure? How would you say that we really know this one? Because you get some stuff wrong sometimes, man.
hey, listen, you shut the frick up, okay? I'll frickin' beat you up, okay? Okay, we're clear? All right, then I'll calm down, and we'll move on to the next leak where I will show you what I'm talking about. These are the screens of the iPhone 14. No lead-in, just straight hype. This is our clearest look yet at the front panels of the iPhone 14. As you can see, they are even nicely labeled as these were first shared on the Chinese social network Baidu. I mean, where do we even start with this? Again, like the last leak, there is no mini model. There is just 2 normal and 2 max models. And of course, you can see that the iPhone notch is staying this year. It's here, of course, on the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 14 Max, but it's actually not the same notch. Look a little bit closer and you'll notice that like the edges of the iPhone are rounded a bit differently, the notch is actually a bit more rounded. So it's not the same notch as last year. It's just really similar. You see, the big change is on the Pro models, in which you can see clear as day, for the first time ever outside of a render, what the notch design looks like, what it will be when you're holding it in your hand. And I have to say, I know you guys are gonna be like, you're the biggest hypocrite of all time, but I love it, okay? I really like it. No, you are not gonna play clips of me saying I didn't like it. That was weeks ago. The news moves fast, and genuinely, all joking aside, I really do like this. There's something about it that not only obviously looks new, but that gives you functionally more screen and shows an even bezel that is on all sides the same width that we have never had on the iPhone before. Well, let's take this one step further and put a home screen behind here. This is what the home screen of the iPhone 14 is gonna look like. And as you can see, yeah, the top of the phone, it has some additional room. What I'm saying is that this is a very friendly reminder for all the Apple employees working on iPhone 14 that you should put the battery percentage there. I don't want to say that something bad could happen to you if you didn't put the battery percentage in the status bar with all the new space that you've created with the new design. I'm just saying it would be really unfortunate if something happened to you, or your wife, or husband, or your cute little dog named Fluffy. Wouldn't that be a shame if something happened to poor little Fluffy? Hey, it's a joke. See, everybody's laughing. Put the percentage in the status bar, you scoundrels. Anyway, guys, that's your latest Apple news. I was literally looking for more. I wanted to include more, but that's everything that's happened, other than the repair program being crazy, which Luke and I broke the story on that. Check out our videos that we posted if you haven't already. And of course, thank you to 1Password again. I love them. They were one of the first companies to believe in me on YouTube, and I just love them so much. So check out 1Password down below. That's all for now. Hope you're doing well. I'll catch you guys in the next video.